God knew they couldn't be on this earth without each other. He had to bring them home to heaven together.
Tearful tributes to Kobe and Gianna Bryant. A grieving widow and mother shares her heartbreak with the world.
He was my sweet husband and the beautiful father of our children. He was mine. He was my everything.
Tens of thousands gather to remember a teammate, a friend, a husband, and dad.
When Kobe Bryant died, a piece of me died.
We love you both and miss you forever and always.
This is Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock, now streaming on CBSN Philly. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Jessica Cartalia. The service honored Kobe and Gianna Bryant and the 7 other people killed in a helicopter crash last month.
As you might imagine, it was hard to find a dry eye today in the arena known as the house that Kobe built, the Staples Center. We have team coverage of today's moving memorial. Shantae Lands watched the service with local Kobe Bryant fans.
But first, sports director Don Bell is here with some of the moments from this afternoon's service. Don?
Yeah, guys, you know, Kobe Bryant was an icon worldwide. In L.A., he was the great unifier, the guy who bridged the divide between races, religions, and economic status. Today, Southern California bid one final farewell to the Laker legend.
I won't be able to tell her how gorgeous she looks on her wedding day. I'll never get to see my baby girl walk down the aisle, have a father-daughter dance with her daddy, dance on the dance floor with me, or have babies of her own. Gianna would have been an amazing mommy.
Vanessa Bryant spoke about her husband of nearly 20 years.
I couldn't see him as a celebrity, nor just an incredible basketball player. He was my sweet husband and the beautiful father of our children. He was mine. He was my everything.
20,000 mourners packed what fans now call the house that Kobe built, most of them overwhelmed with sadness.
I don't think any of us could have imagined this. Everywhere you go, you see his face, his number. Gigi's face, Gigi's number.
Celebrities came out en masse to pay their respects. Michael Jordan talked about his relationship with Kobe, the GOAT, learning from the Black Mamba.
In the game of basketball, in life, as a parent, Kobe left nothing in the tank. He left it all on the floor. Kobe was my dear friend. He was like a little brother. Everyone always wanted to talk about the comparisons between he and I. I just wanted to talk about Kobe.
Last month, Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and 7 others died in a helicopter crash.